My name is Alyssa Scruggs, and I'm doing an informative speech on steps to barrel racing. Have you ever wondered what it's like in the barrel racing world? Imagine getting you and your horse ready and going around 3 barrels on a 1,200-pound animal as fast as you can. The thrill is unbelievable, and it's adrenaline rush like no other. Many cowboys and cowgirls experience these steps multiple times a week. After intense research, I have gained a whole new perspective on cowboys and cowgirls in the barrel racing world. The information I give you will hopefully do the same for you. The 5 steps to barrel racing are getting your horse ready to tack, tacking your horse, warming it up, practicing the pattern, and competing. What exactly are the steps to barrel racing? The first thing you must do before tacking your horse is grooming it. Grooming it is a step that cannot be missed in barrel racing. Grooming not only helps with bonding time between you and your horse, it also prevents the dirt on the horse's back from rubbing sores. To groom a horse, you must get a body brush, a mane brush, and a hoof pick. The body brush is used to clean the dirt off the horse's back. The mane brush is used to make the horse's mane and tail where it doesn't have knots. And the hoof pick is used to clean the horse's hooves out to make sure there are no rocks or anything in its feet. And this is a body brush, this is a hoof pick, and that's like the mane and tail brush, and these are just some brushing you would use when grooming your horse. What should the rider do after grooming their horse? After the horse is groomed, the rider will start to tack the horse. The first thing the rider puts on is the saddle pad. A saddle pad is a cushion between the saddle and the horse to keep the saddle from bearing down on the horse's back. Next, the rider puts the saddle on. After the saddle is on, most riders put splint boots on their horse to prevent leg injuries. That's just boots that go around the horse's legs. Some barrel racers also like to add a breast collar, which is right here, to keep the saddle from sliding back and forth, and that's the saddle pad, and that's your saddle. And the next thing the horse would do, the final step on taking your horse up, is putting the bits in, and that's used to control your horse and stop them and turn them. What should the rider do after tacking the horse? When the horse is tacked, the rider must warm their horse up before running it or competing in a barrel race. Horse and Riders magazine, paragraph 1 states, a proper warm-up is one of the best things you can do to maximize the success of your ride and protect your horse from injuries. When warming the horse up, first thing the rider should do is stretch the horse's legs and neck. As seen in the pictures below, there's 3 stretches you can do. This prevents the horse from pulling muscles or anything like this. And then after the stretching is done, he or she should start out trotting the horse in straight lines and eventually work up into a lope. What should the rider do after warming the horse up? Soon after the horse is warmed up, the rider will normally practice the pattern. The pattern is 3 barrels set in a cloverleaf pattern. When practicing, the rider should take their horse to the first barrel, make a circle around it at a walk or trot, and repeat the same steps for all 3 barrels. Stable Management magazine, paragraph 4 states, practicing circles helps you and your horse, so when circling around the barrel at a high rate of speed, the horse has its body in correct position to make a nice turn, and the rider is able to maintain control over the horse. What should the rider do after practicing pattern? The most fun step in barrel racing is competing. Cowgirl magazine, paragraph 1 states, barrel racing is a speed event where the horse and rider gallop through a cloverleaf pattern with 3 set barrels. The goal in the competition is for the horse and rider to make a complete circle around 3 barrels without knocking them as fast as you can. If the horse and rider knocks the barrel, it's either a 5-second penalty or no time depending on where you're at competing. I would like to conclude with these steps. Barrel racing is a sport that is loved by many. It takes a true cowboy or cowgirl to take up the time to prepare themselves and their horse for an event. It takes a lot of patience and determination to be a barrel racer. The 5 steps to barrel racing are getting your horse ready to tack, tacking your horse, warming it up, and practicing the pattern and competing. Run at your dreams head on, let the wind blow through your hair, freedom move underneath you, and trust your best friend for the ride of your life. And my sources were Warm Up the Right Way, Horse and Rider magazine by Mir J.F. My second one was by Fault E, Barrel Racing Basics, Cowgirl magazine. The other one was University, MS University put it out, and it's Understanding a Barrel Racing Pattern and Training Circles. And this is the barrel racing pattern. You go, that's the first barrel, second barrel, and third barrel. And then my last source was Grooming a Horse, and that was put out by Media CA. Thank Thank you for your time.